Hey guys, we are stuck here in the Dominican Republic waiting on boat parts, and there's just not a lot to do. So this week I decided to do something a little different. We've been traveling for 8 years and have visited 54 countries. Not all of them by boat, of course. I've put together a video diary of the top 10 favorite places we have ever been. Now remember, we have been to so many places in 8 years of traveling. We have been to tourist attractions and monuments and all sorts of places that most people only dream about going. But this list for us is personal, where the whole package was memorable or significant to us as a liveaboard cruising family. So let's get started. Coming in at number 10 are the Maldives, an Indian Ocean island chain situated at the southern tip of the country of India. The Maldives consist of 26 atolls and are known for the absolutely breathtaking blue water, sunny skies, and hundreds of world-famous resorts. With a wide variety of coral reefs and underwater life, we literally swam with sharks, stingrays, and had an amazing time here. We arrived in the Maldives in October of 2021, just as the world was starting to open up after COVID-19, and participated in the first ever Maldives Yacht Rally. We learned about the culture of the Maldivian people, explored the towns and the farms, and learned all about the Muslim people and their religion of Islam. We made some good friends, did lots of dancing, and spent lots of time in the crystal clear water. We spent about 4 months total here and made some great memories that we'll never forget. Coming in at number 9 is Greece, the beautiful Mediterranean country known for its beaches, epic cliffs, and rich history. We've been here twice in 8 years and had an extra crew of 5 while here in June of 2023. We explored underwater caves and tunnels, learned about the significance of this cradle of civilization and its contribution to Western philosophy, democracy, and literature. We explored the small towns and the large monuments. We've left a part of our hearts in Greece, as most of our more memorable times were not because of the places we saw, but because of the people we were with. Number 8 on our list is the volcanic island of Iceland. No, we didn't travel by boat, but flew over and spent 2 weeks driving around the entire island. Iceland is defined by its dramatic landscape of volcanoes, black sandy beaches, and thousands of enormous waterfalls. We saw and walked through several dozen waterfalls on our 2-week self-drive tour. We took a boat ride through a glacier lake and learned how the massive ice caps are quickly melting. We hiked through breathtaking ice caves and out onto an actual glacier. Keith, Jack, and Kate swam and scuba dived in the Sulphur Rift, some of the coldest and clearest water in the world.
I don't have any lips. I love it so much.
That's cool.
Oh, I love this so much.
Our 2-week road trip went by way too quickly. The absolute best part was finding a secret hot springs waterfall right next to an icy river out in the middle of nowhere. It was a great family trip to celebrate my 50th birthday in October of 2023. Number 7 on our list is more of an event than a specific place, but completing our first ocean crossing in July 2017 was monumental in our 8 years of traveling. Sailing southwest across the Pacific, the Marquesas Islands are the first landmass a sailor encounters. Arriving here after 21 days at sea with our family brings an incredible sense of accomplishment that can never be duplicated.
Since we left Florida, November 8th, we've sailed 7,111 miles, blue water miles.
No matter how many oceans we cross, and there have been many since then, we will never forget our first. Number 6 is none other than the world-class cruising grounds known as the majestic Fiji Islands. Situated 1,000 nautical miles northeast of New Zealand in the South Pacific, Fiji is known for its stunning landscapes, magnificent blue water, clear lagoons, white sandy beaches, and diverse underwater life, including some of the most famous diving in the world. Our last visit here was during late 2020 when the rest of the world was still shut down for COVID-19. Fiji opened up for yachties, and so we basically had the entire country all to ourselves. Lush mountains dip down into secluded lagoons for some of the most perfect cruising grounds we've ever experienced. We've been to Fiji 3 different times over the last 8 years and hung out with several other cruisers, and found that some of the best kiting in the world is also in Fiji, specifically in a shallow bank north of the main island, a place we've dubbed Zatara Flats. Look it up, it's on Google Maps. Number 5 on our list are the beautiful Bahamas, and not because they're an absolutely gorgeous travel destination with white sandy beaches and turquoise water, but mostly because they're so close to our home in the United States. After purchasing our very first sailboat in 2016, the Bahamas became our inaugural destination as a full-time live-aboard family. Some of the best snorkeling and diving in the world is here, as well as amazing caves, lagoons, and swim-throughs. In addition to being a perfect weekend travel destination from the U.S. mainland, the Bahamas also holds a very special place in our hearts. French Polynesia is number 4 on our top 10 list. Dispersed throughout the South Pacific Ocean, French Polynesia consists of the Marquesas, Tuamotus, Tahiti, Bora Bora, and hundreds of other islands and atolls. After that first ocean crossing in our monohull, we enjoyed 3 months cruising through the islands and atolls of this secluded place. And even though we've already showcased plenty of turquoise waters and stunning landscapes in our top 10 so far, French Poly sets itself apart from the rest simply because of its remote location. It's so far away from everything else, almost like a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. From world-class diving with dolphins and sharks in Fakaraba Pass, to exploring the islands themselves and inland treasures that can only come from places that are so rarely traveled. We've cruised down these islands twice, occasionally encountering fellow sailors to share the journey with, and at other times relishing the adventure solely with our own family. But we all agree French Polynesia is a rare gem not to be missed. All right, guys, we made it to the top 3. How many of those places have you gone? Or do you want to go? Make sure to leave it in the comments, and let's finish this up. Coming in at number 3 is the Red Sea. Separating Northeast Africa from Saudi Arabia, the Red Sea and its Gulf of Aqaba also borders Egypt, Jordan, and Israel. And since so few cruisers sail here, we typically have these beautiful anchorages all to ourselves. We spent about 6 months cruising up through the Red Sea and into the Gulf of Aqaba in 2022. An entirely new landscape to feast our eyes on, yet still some truly epic scuba diving. The culture of the Middle East was a very new experience for us. We met lots of really great people, shared in some of their customs and traditions, and enjoyed some surprisingly good food. Even the popular tourist spots we visited inland, which is something we typically don't like doing, were a truly unforgettable experience. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Israel all had great kiting. We even got to see a kite foil competition. In conclusion, the Middle East and the Red Sea is a must-visit for any world traveler. In the number 2 spot is Southern Africa. In early 2022, we docked our boat in East Africa and took a 6-week road trip all around South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. We went on a safari in South Africa, getting up close and personal to creatures we thought only existed in the movies. We drove 400 miles up through the desert to Namibia and explored the sand dunes of the Namib Desert by airplane and by foot. Next, 700 miles to Botswana, where we experienced so many wild animals just roaming around and on the side of the road. It was insane. We took an authentic canoe tour of the Okavango Delta in Botswana and enjoyed a super cool photo safari. In Zimbabwe, we visited Victoria Falls by helicopter and by foot. Our 6 weeks in Africa was a stellar experience. We got to meet so many great people and do and see things that we may never again.
Go, go, go!
Oh my God!
Among all the remarkable activities we experienced during our 6-week African adventure, the most valuable for me was the quality time we spent together, embracing and discovering these new experiences as a family. All right, number 1 on our list of favorite places we've been is Western Australia. We spent 4 months in 2021 sailing about 3,000 miles of the spectacular coastline. Wild, untamed, and unlike any other place we've ever been. From Esperance in the south to Dampier in the north, this part of Australia offers breathtaking scenery and crystal clear waters at every stop. Rugged cliffs, red dirt, and the landscape of the outback nestles right up to the white sandy shore. We kite surfed along miles and miles of pristine beaches, encountered majestic whales breaching right off the bow of our boat. We caught lobsters and squid and fish and swam with whale sharks and were constantly astonished at the adventure of Western Australia. What makes us love this part of the world so much, though, is even with all the gorgeous water and remote locations of these exceptional cruising grounds, we're also close enough to the city for the kids to go inland and do things they love and make friends. Super convenient shopping and provisioning, and for us to have repairs done and parts shipped in. This convenience, in addition to the amazing people we met and cruised with, the unmatched natural beauty of Western Australia, and the ability for us to do all the things we love to do as liveaboard cruisers, easily makes it the #1 place we've ever been. What an unbelievable time we've had over the past 8 years. I think you'll agree, it really puts it into perspective putting this video together. I absolutely had a blast doing it. It's super cool to be able to take your home with you around the world as you travel and sleep in your own bed every night. When we went to inland places, of course, we would book hotels or stay at Airbnbs. And a lot of the events we just happened upon. Some of them I did have to book tickets in advance or whatever. What would have been your #1? Make sure to leave it in the comments and come back next week as we hopefully receive our props, get them put on, and continue our journey to Grenada. Bye-bye, have a great week. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be really, really loud. Gnats are driving me crazy. And that motorcycle, I wonder if you'd be able to hear that. Ah! Don't let it go in the water! It's like aliens.
Oh crap, right here, Finn.
Oh, jeez Louise. Oh my gosh.
He's aiming right at me too.
Son of a bitch!
All right.
It's starting to get a little hot now.
What do you mean you were hot before?
I was hot before.
I'm joking, guys.
No, he's not.
My mom isn't hot.
So hot, totally hot.